Hi everyone, Kristen Harcourt here. Hope you're doing well. It's a beautiful afternoon. I wanted to do a video today and share a story with you. So every evening before bed, I have something I do with my daughter, a little ritual, and I will ask her, how are you kind? How are you brave? How did you fail? And every day she has answers with different things she might have done at school, something she might have done in the evening. And yesterday she was sharing how she went and did a bike ride with her friend. It was the first time going on a bike ride without us, and she went down a hill and shared how she was brave. But normally it's just her sharing what she's done. And then last night after I asked her this question, and we've been doing this routine for about a year, she said, so, okay, Mommy, what are your answers to those questions? So she said, Mommy, how were you kind? How were you brave? How did you fail? And it was pretty easy for me to come up with an answer for how I'd been kind and then how I was brave. And then I had to really think about it when she asked me, so how did you fail? And I was thinking about that and thinking about that, and nothing was really coming up for me. And then she said, oh, it's okay, Mommy. I know something for you. I know how you failed. Remember earlier in the day when I was talking to you and you were on your phone and you were looking at your phone and you weren't listening to what I was saying? You really failed when you did that. And of course, our kids are our best teachers. So when she said that, I laughed. I actually laughed really hard because I thought she has a very good point. But I loved, first of all, that she felt comfortable sharing that with me. And we had a little conversation around that. You know, how did that make you feel? I'm sorry that Mommy wasn't paying attention. But then I also took a step back and I thought about that. So in her world, I really did fail because she was wanting to have a conversation with me. I wasn't fully focused. I was multitasking. I was on my phone while she was trying to talk to me. But I had a choice. After I started thinking about that, I could have said to myself, wow, I did really fail. I'm not a good mom. I can't believe I did that. My daughter wanted my attention and I wasn't listening. I wasn't there. I wasn't present. Or I could have said, you know what? I really failed as a person. Like, what kind of person am I that I can't be there? I can't focus on my kid and I'm multitasking. But I didn't. I took a step back and I thought, you know what? In that moment, I did make a choice, and I was making a choice that whatever was happening on that phone was more important than my daughter. And you know, maybe that wasn't the best choice to make. So while that might have just been a small failure, it's a great example of how often do we ask ourselves those questions every night. Imagine if we could say, okay, so today, what did I do to be kind? How was I courageous? Because courage is building a muscle. It's something that you get more and more courageous the more that you do it. So when you start to have an intention around asking yourself, how courageous was I today? You might notice to yourself, wow, I didn't really do anything courageous today. I didn't really get outside of my comfort zone. I didn't push myself in uncomfortable ways. I didn't do anything to really grow myself. And then again with the how did I fail? Because failure, it's about what you learn through the failures. And if you're not putting yourself out there, if you're not playing bigger, then of course you won't have any failures, but then you also won't grow. You won't evolve as a human being. So I challenge you to start to have these conversations every day with either yourself asking these questions, or if you're not already doing something like this with your kids, it's such a great opportunity because now they're going to be thinking about those same things. And now they're going to think of, okay, what am I doing to be brave? And they are going to look for ways to be braver. And also they're going to realize that failure is not a bad thing. They're going to start labeling failure differently. And then even when they start to work through those failures, they're realizing that they didn't fail as a person. They didn't fail as a human being. In that particular situation, yes, perhaps they failed. That wasn't the best way of approaching it. But now they learned and they can move on. So if you have found this video helpful, I would love it for you to share it with friends, family, colleagues, people that you know, and share below. Share with some of the ways that you're being courageous in your life, around some of the ways you've failed recently. And of course, everyone who knows me knows that I have a special place in my heart for always spreading love and kindness. So tell me about some of the ways you've been kind recently. Have an awesome day. Talk to you soon.